could conquer the world like navigating the seven seas. Nothing but the stars, the moon.
Hey guys, what's up? So today I decided to do another hair tutorial for you guys, and this one was very requested when I had my hair like this in a video, and I actually said at the beginning of the video, I was like, I'm pulling on my hair because it's super curly. I used a new curling wand and I'm not used to it, and it made my hair really curly, and I feel like I need to pull it to like just relax it a little bit and stuff. And so many of you were like, no, we actually love it. So I went back and I looked at it and I was like, wow, it is pretty. I think it was just a different look than what I was used to, so I was kind of self-conscious about it, but then I actually looked at it from like an outsider's perspective and I thought it looked really good. So I wanted to show you guys how I did this look from start to finish, and I used the Nume Titan 3 curling wand, and this one is really awesome because all you do is you press these two little buttons, one on the front and one on the back, and this wand actually pulls off, and you have 3 different sizes. So there is the jumbo size, the medium, or I guess this could be the large, the medium, and then the small, which is the one that we will actually be using for this tutorial. But this is really great, especially because I have been traveling so much lately. So instead of taking all different curling wands, I can literally just take this one base, these 3 attachments, and it's super easy because I don't have to have 3 full curling wands in my bag, which is great. And it's also good if you don't have a curling wand yet because it gives you different sizes that you can play around with and see kind of what you want to do with your hair. So I'm going to show you how you can use the curling wand, and this is the same no matter which one you're going to use. The tips that I give you throughout using it, you do it with all, like how you position it and curl it and stuff like that. You do that no matter what size curling wand you're using, and you don't even have to be using this exact curling wand. This works with any skinny curling wand, and then if you go to the medium or the large size, it's just going to make the curls a little bit bigger and not so tight. So Nume is the brand of this, and they're being super awesome right now. They are giving you guys a coupon code, which is $120 off any styling set, which is incredible. When they told me that they would give that to you guys, I was like, holy bajoli, yes, I'm excited to do this video. So basically all you have to do is type in Fab Hair 10 at checkout. It is case sensitive, so I will write it in the bottom bar below. It just needs to be all lowercase. And then they are also giving away one of the Titan 3 sets to a lucky winner. So I will talk to you guys about that after I show you the tutorial. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first things first, all I've done is washed my hair, then I blow dried it and put a little bit of heat protectant in it. So now I'm going to separate my hair, the section from above my ears all the way around, and I'm going to clip it on top of my head and then go ahead and separate that back section in half and pull it through. And then I'm going to put my protective glove on, and I'm going to start curling the hair by putting the wand in the hand opposite of the side of the hair that I'm curling, and you want to take it over your head. So that's kind of my foolproof way of always using the curling wand. You want to put it in the opposite hand, take it over your head, and you always want the glove to be on the hand that is on the side of the hair that you're curling. So that might sound kind of tricky, but it becomes second nature and it's super simple. So what I'm doing is just taking about 1-inch sections and curling it around the curling wand, and you can tell that I am keeping the hair flat. I'm not twisting it before I twist it around the curling wand. This is going to give us the look that I like. If you do twist the hair before you put it around the curling wand, it's going to give you a completely different look, but you can play around with that if you want to. So now I'm just going to finish curling my hair. The side of my hair, since I part it on the side, one side has a little bit more hair than the other. The side with more hair, which is the side I'm curling right now, I'm doing that in 4 different layers. The side with less hair, I'm going to do in 3 different layers, but it's all the same motion, same exact thing. And another thing that I would like to point out is that I'm curling the hair away from my face. So on both sides, I'm curling it the opposite way to where it is going to completely go away from my face. If you want to curl it towards your face, it's going to give you a little more of like a 50s look. Again, you can play around with that if it's something that you want to experiment with, but it just gives you a completely different looking curl. So for this tutorial, just make sure that you curl it away from your face. And this last section, I'm actually not going to put the glove on because I find that this last section of hair is so fine and thin that it's actually hard to grip when I have the glove on. So I'm just going to be extra specially careful with this because I really don't want to burn my hands, but that is very simple to do. You just basically don't put the glove on and it's like that. So yeah, same thing on the other side, and I am just going to keep curling, and then voila, I am on my last curl, and then we are done. So you want to make sure that this cools for a little bit. You don't want to go into the next step right away. So if you want to do some makeup or make yourself some breakfast or a cup of coffee, now when your hair is completely cool, you want to go ahead and take a little section and spray it with some Stronghold hairspray, and use a teasing comb and just pull it down towards your roots a few times. A lot of people think that in order to tease your hair, you have to completely rat it up and stuff. That's completely not true. You just need to pull it down a few times. So I'm doing the same on the other side, and I'm doing 2 layers on each side, and then I am flipping it back in the direction that it's supposed to lay and just kind of going over it so I don't have anything that sticks up. And then I'm going to do 1 section in the back that's just going to give me some volume from the side or the profile that I think is really cute. So now I am just going to go ahead and comb through all of the hair and try to give this more of a soft look, not quite so harsh. So you can see that I'm just combing. You can use your fingers, you can use a comb, a brush, it really doesn't matter for this step. And then I'm going to go across the top of my head, the crown, really just smooth everything out. And then I am inspecting it in my little camera because I don't have a mirror, so I'm using a camera. But you can see that anywhere that just has like super curly still sections, I'm just going over it again one more time, and then you want to spray it with a flexible hold hairspray. So when we teased it, we did a strong hold. This side we're doing a flexible hold because you still want to be able to run your fingers through your hair. And then on the side that has less hair, I'm just going to take a little bit and go ahead and pin that back. And we are finished with the hair tutorial. Super simple, it was pretty quick, and that is it. Now, I told you guys that I would be talking about the giveaway at the very end of the video, and alas, we are at the very end of the video, so I'm going to talk about the giveaway. So basically, all you have to do is go like Nume's Facebook page, which I will put in the bottom bar below, and then leave a comment saying, Blair sent me, please enter me for the giveaway. You can also do this on Twitter, and if you want to follow them on Instagram, and leave a comment on any of their Instagram pictures. So like I said, I will put everything that you need to know in the bottom description bar below, all the links, all of the information, everything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do a tutorial using either of the other sizes, just so you guys can see like the different curls it creates. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
We could conquer the world.